back to Living Local. The National Cancer Institute estimates that 24% of adults with cancer are parenting children under the age of 18, and 1/3 of women battling breast cancer have children living at home. Most of the attention gets focused on the patient, and rightfully so, but kids who have a parent with cancer can also be negatively affected by that. They may suffer from anxiety, increased stress levels, and changes in mood or self-esteem. There may be changes in school performance or social interaction, and even complaints of physical pain and discomfort. So who is looking after the kids? Here to talk about that is Maddie Potato Witt and Amanda Dolphin Tannhauser. Thank you ladies so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So first of all, Maddie, these are statistics that both of you guys are probably very familiar with, and you guys are involved in an effort to directly provide a solution for that, and it's called Camp Kesem. What is that?
So Camp Kesem is a national nonprofit. We have a local chapter at Augustana, which we've been a part of, and so we provide through and beyond support for kids affected by parents' cancer. So that includes putting on a free summer camp for them, and then also like sending them birthday cards and providing different services for them throughout the year to make them feel supported.
And how did you ladies get involved with this?
I just saw it at the activities fair, and I like working with kids, so I was like, oh, this sounds like a good idea. I'll get involved.
Right, you're an elementary education major, so it's a perfect fit, and your communications and a nonprofit. So this is really a great way to kind of hone in on what you guys are wanting to do with your careers. Yeah. So how have you been specifically involved with Camp Kesem?
So we both have been counselors before, and then we've both been on the coordinating board, and now together we're directors this year. So, yeah.
Wow. So what kind of events or programs do you guys host for these kiddos?
So we do reunions every year so they can meet, or they can see the counselors throughout the year, and then we do fundraisers to raise the money, but most of the time we're just sending them stuff throughout the year.
And how big of an impact do you think that Camp Kesem has on these kids? Do you have any special stories you want to share?
We have gotten a lot of letters from parents, or like messages from parents saying like how much their kids have improved in school and like all those things that you mentioned. And I don't know, they're just great, and they have a really great impact.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so a lot of volunteers say that they may get more out of the experience and people that they're helping. How has Camp Kesem impacted you guys?
A lot. Both of us come from families with cancer, so getting that support as well on the volunteer end and being able to experience that and get the support that we need, as well as seeing how much of an impact it has on the kids, I think is just amazing. And it's made such a difference in our lives that I think it makes in the kids too.
And how do you guys as directors go about finding the kids to serve?
So that was my job last year. So we literally just Google places in the Quad Cities, and we called them and we're like, hey, like this is what we do. So how, like, do you want to help us? We'll send you brochures. And we literally just do that or post in Facebook groups.
And let's talk about the nicknames. So we have Potato and Dolphin. So tell me a little bit about that.
So my nickname, I guess, came from, I took a picture of myself to send to a friend, and I put my face down and I looked like a vegetable. So my nickname, before I joined Kesem, was Potato. And then they were like, well, now you're in Kesem, you can't not be Potato. So, and plus it's one of my favorite foods. So
perfect.
Yeah,
potatoes are great.
It works.
What about Dolphin?
So I'm a little bit more timid than she is, and so I didn't have a name picked out. And so we have this ritual where you have to get in the middle of all the counselors, and they scream questions at you and words at you until you pick. And I obviously freaked out and curled up in a ball. And so Maddie started yelling Dolphin at me because I used to swim and I love Finding Nemo. And so I was like, okay, Dolphin, I'm out.
It sounds like Camp Kesem is just a really light-hearted type of atmosphere. Yeah. So how would you else describe it for someone who has never experienced it?
Magic. Yeah. It is legit magic, and it's the hardest thing for me to do, to try to describe it to people, because there's nothing I've ever experienced like it. The kids are amazing, and they are changed throughout the week. We are changed throughout the week, and they're just bonds and friendship. It is my second family.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine how hard it would be to have a parent that is going through that when you're a kid. So what kind of struggles are they coming into camp with?
A lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of just like social issues with like communicating with others, because they don't know anyone who has this, so like they can't communicate that with anyone. A lot of like anger or like sadness, just like emotional problems.
And then how is the camp specifically designed to address those issues?
I guess for us, it's just a week for the kids to be kids, so it's not really designed around cancer. I mean, we have one night a week called the empowerment ceremony where the kids get to talk about it if they want to, but it's a choice. So they don't ever have to talk about cancer throughout the week if they don't want to. So it's just a week for them to escape, get away from everything that's going on, have people around them that understand, that they don't have to explain it to. So that's, I guess, the magic behind it is they just get to come be kids together.
Right, and how do they respond when they leave camp? How have they changed?
They're like more like, not courageous, but like they feel better about themselves, and they're just like happier kids, and they're just like want to share with their parents, where normally they might be shy or like timid.
I'm sure it's got to be so encouraging to be around a lot of people who get it. They understand where you're at, and just to have that camaraderie, I think could be just an incredible experience. So if someone out there wants to get involved with Camp Kesem, how can they do so?
Yeah, so if you know a kid who can go to camp, the website is like kesem.force.com, and they can go and sign up and find our camp. And then if they want to like donate or things like that, they can email us or like look us up, and we always have our links everywhere.
Great. Dolphin, Potato,
Yes.
Thank you ladies for being here. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Love what you're doing. All right, if you would like some more information on Camp Kesem, you can go to Augustana at campkesem.org. We'll also have more details posted on ourquadcities.com. Stay with us. More Living Local is right after this break.